Now, sometimes we have to think carefully about how to rotate by a specific angle and use multiple constructions. So far what we've really done, especially with the 90-degree constructions, is just that one particular construction. Constructing a perpendicular line through a point that lies on a line, okay? But now let's take a look at one that might require a little bit more thinking. Exercise number 4. All right, here we go. Construct a rotation of point K around point C in a clockwise direction by 45 degrees. Leave all construction marks. All right. Well, here's the key, right? You have to know that 45 degrees is 1/2 of 90 degrees. You have to know that, all right? So 45 is a very special angle. It's half of 90 degrees. So if I can construct a 90-degree construction, right, then I should be able to bisect it using my angle bisecting construction, which we looked at a few lessons ago, to figure out a 45-degree construction. All right, so let's take a look at how that might be done. Let's do it. Now again, we're going in a clockwise direction, so the first thing I'm going to do is actually pretty much exactly what I've done in the last few constructions. I'm going to construct this 90-degree. First, I'm going to draw a line from my image point through my center point, and then I'm going to construct a perpendicular line through that line, centered, and that passes through point C. Okay, so this is going to look awfully familiar to what we just went through. All right, so I make that, and I make that. Now we'll bring our compass over here, widen it out a bit, and we'll draw that arc. And now let's switch it, leaving the same radius. We will now draw this arc. Ooh, I almost missed. And now let's get that perpendicular line. Now, I don't need to do the second part of the constructions that we just did. I'm not looking for K prime to be on this, not at all. In fact, the only reason I did that, right, the only reason I wanted that 90-degree angle was so that I could then go ahead and bisect it to get my 45-degree angle. So now let's review how you do an angle bisector construction. All right, step 1 with an angle bisector construction, I am going to put the pointed end of the compass at the vertex of the angle that I'm trying to bisect, and then I am going to draw an arc that passes through the 2 rays of my angle, in this case an arc that passes through the 2 rays of that 90-degree angle. I will then go up to 1 of the intersection points and draw another arc centered there, go to the other intersection point, try to go to the other intersection point, there it is, and draw another arc, and then that X marks the spot that if I connect it with the vertex of the angle, there it is, then I will bisect my angle. We're going to be doing a lot of angle bisectors in the coming lessons, so it's a good one to review. And now keep in mind, right, that both this angle and this angle are both 45-degree angles. In fact, I'll throw a little 45 degrees here and 45 degrees there. You don't have to do that. I'm just trying to illustrate a point. So finally, what was I trying to do? Oh, that's right. I was trying to find the image of point K after a 45-degree rotation, clockwise rotation, about point C. So if I now just rotate point A along a circle, right, centered at C with a radius of CK, wherever it hits this particular ray is where my image point's going to lie. So pretty easy at this point, right? I bring my compass down, set my radius length to be CK. Oh, perfect. In fact, I'll just kind of like draw that arc through it like that so that you can really see it. And now I've got K prime. So definitely more involved than our 90-degree constructions, because I first had to do a 90-degree construction, and then I had to bisect it to get a 45-degree construction, right? and then I simply used my compass to locate point K prime so that it was the same distance from C that point K was. Kind of cool. Now, if you don't realize that 45 degrees is half of 90 degrees, this becomes a very tricky construction, obviously. And it's not that easy even if you do realize it. All right, let's keep taking a look at these special types of rotation.